Lovely viewers, gather around. Update as Lee Minho and Hye Kyo officially announce plans for baby number 3, sending shockwaves of excitement across the entire entertainment world and beyond. Right from the first moment this news slipped into the public space, fans everywhere felt that familiar rush, that warm flutter in the chest that comes only when your favorite celebrity couple hits you with something unexpectedly beautiful. You could almost hear the collective gasp as social media lit up with reactions ranging from stunned surprise to joyful celebration. And truly, what better way to celebrate the love between two incredible stars than by welcoming yet another little miracle into their growing family? But as with all great stories, this one isn't just about the announcement. It's about the journey, the moments leading up to it, the reactions from those closest to them, and the intimate bond between Minho and Hye Kyo that continues to deepen with every life-changing step they take. Lovely viewers, imagine the scene where it all begins. Picture this. A calm evening glow settling over their luxurious home, a cozy family moment unfolding in the gentle warmth of the living room, where Hye Kyo sits with their 2 little ones playing at her side, and Lee Minho enters, holding something behind his back with that shy, mischievous smile that fans have adored for years. It's the kind of scene that feels straight out of a romantic drama, yet this time, it's real. And just like the characters they've embodied on screen, they have managed to fill their real lives with just as much tenderness and emotional depth. Minho quietly walks toward her, kneels down beside her, and reveals a small photo frame with a tiny printed card inside, as soft and delicate as a whisper. Hye Kyo takes it gently, her eyes narrowing with curiosity until she reads the handwritten words that make her heart skip a beat. "Baby number 3? She gasps softly, her hand instinctively covering her mouth as she turns to face Minho, who looks at her with the expression of a man overflowing with love, complete, solid, unwavering. And just like that, the moment becomes a memory they will forever cherish. Lovely viewers, can you imagine it? That overwhelming feeling of joy, the soft tears gathering in her eyes, the way she reaches out to hold his hand as their 2 children innocently watch, too young to understand what's happening but old enough to sense that something special is unfolding in the room. This is the kind of love that fans have admired. Quiet, strong, and glorious in its simplicity. But their story doesn't stop in the walls of their home. When the news finally reached the public, fans instantly began piecing together subtle clues that now make perfect sense. For weeks, many had noticed a softness in Lee Minho's tone during recent interviews, a certain gleam in Hye Kyo's eyes whenever family was mentioned, and even little offhand comments Minho made about wanting a big, happy household. At the time, viewers simply thought he was expressing his dreams, but now those dreams are turning into reality. And oh, how the public reacted. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube erupted with endless streams of supportive comments, nostalgic memories of their journey, and heartfelt congratulations. Fans from all corners of the world joined together to celebrate this next chapter, proving once again that this couple isn't just admired, they're deeply loved. Lovely viewers, let's take a step back and reflect on what this moment truly means. For many years, both Minho and Hye Kyo carried the weight of intense public scrutiny, personal heartbreaks, and demanding careers that didn't always allow them the chance to breathe, let alone dream of building a family with such peace and joy. Yet here they are, stronger than ever, united in love, raising 2 beautiful children, and now preparing for their 3rd. Isn't that just a testament to resilience, destiny, and emotional healing? But even more touching than the public's excitement is the reaction from their inner circle. The friends, families, co-stars, and mentors who have watched their relationship grow from a spark to a flame, from a private romance to a celebrated marriage. Some insiders have shared that their families were over the moon when they heard the news. Hye Kyo's mother reportedly burst into tears when Minho and Hye Kyo told her, saying she always knew her daughter was meant to experience a love this full. And Minho's parents, who have always admired Hye Kyo's grace, embraced her with even more affection, thrilled that their family keeps expanding with so much happiness. Lovely viewers, imagine how their home must feel now. A place filled with laughter, toys scattered across the floor, children learning their first words, first steps, and soon enough, tiny little kicks from the newest addition to the family. There's something undeniably heartwarming about seeing 2 people who have given so much to the world finally receiving something just for themselves. Happiness that is pure, private, and priceless. And let's talk about the couple themselves, because their bond has evolved into something even more beautiful. Fans who follow them closely know that they have always shared a connection that feels almost cinematic. Whether on screen or off screen, their chemistry has a softness, a gentleness, and a sincerity that resonates deeply with viewers. And now, as they plan for baby number 3, that love shines brighter than ever. In fact, insiders reveal that Minho has been unbelievably hands-on with their 2 children, and hearing him talk about wanting another baby wasn't surprising to those close to him. He has often said that fatherhood has changed him, that it has softened parts of him he didn't even know needed softening. Hye Kyo, on her end, has shared with friends how motherhood taught her a deeper version of love, patience, and emotional fulfillment. And together, as they step into this new chapter, they aren't just becoming parents for the 3rd time, they're becoming even stronger partners. Lovely viewers, fans are also swooning over the sweet ways Minho has been pampering Hye Kyo ever since they decided to grow their family again. From late-night cravings to thoughtful surprises, he has reportedly been doing everything to support her physically, emotionally, and mentally. One insider shared an adorable moment where Minho woke up at 2 a.m. just to make her a bowl of warm honey lemon tea because she couldn't sleep. Another revealed how he cleared part of his busy schedule just to spend more time at home, wanting to be present for every step of this new journey. And don't get us started on the couple moments fans have already noticed, like the way he instinctively places his hand on her back when they walk together, or how she looks at him with the kind of trust that can only come from shared history and true companionship. Lovely viewers, the public speculation now turns to what this means for their careers. Will they take a short break to focus on family? Will they share glimpses of their journey with fans as they've done before? Questions are swirling and anticipation is building. But one thing remains certain. Both Lee Minho and Hye Kyo have proven time and time again that they know how to balance their personal and professional lives with elegance. As fans, we can only hope that they continue to share these precious moments with us. Not because they owe us anything, but because their love story has become a source of inspiration, comfort, and joy for millions. This next chapter is something that brings us even closer to their hearts, because what follows after such an announcement isn't just celebration. It's preparation, connection, and a deepening of the bond that already makes their family so special. Lovely viewers, imagine the days that follow the reveal. Their home is suddenly filled with even more laughter, tiny footsteps racing across the living room, and the sweet, innocent questions of their 2 little ones as they try to understand what it means to become older siblings. One insider shared that their eldest child, with wide, curious eyes, asked Minho, "Appa, is the baby coming tomorrow?" A moment so endearing that Minho burst into laughter before hugging the child tightly. And their younger child, still learning words, simply pointed at Hye Kyo's tummy and giggled, as if sensing that something magical was happening inside. Lovely viewers, can you picture it? That peaceful atmosphere where childhood innocence mixes with parental joy. You can almost see Hye Kyo sitting on the sofa, gently guiding her children's tiny hands to her stomach, telling them, "There's a baby growing here," while Minho watches, his heart so full it threatens to overflow. And what's even sweeter is how their 2 children, still so young, are already stepping into their roles as loving older siblings, offering their stuffed toys to Hye Kyo's tummy, kissing her belly before bedtime, whispering, "Baby, we love you," in their tiny voices. It's enough to melt anyone's heart. Lovely viewers, the preparation for baby number 3 has begun in full swing. Minho, who has always been protective and thoughtful, is taking the lead in transforming one of the rooms in their home into a nursery. And according to close friends, he's been more involved than ever this time, researching crib designs, choosing the softest pastel colors, and even learning how to install baby safety equipment himself. One friend joked that Minho has become a full-time daddy architect, spending hours carefully adjusting the crib height and making sure the baby monitor is perfectly placed. Meanwhile, Hye Kyo is in her calm, glowing era, taking things slowly, focusing on her health, and cherishing every moment of this new journey. She has always been elegant, but viewers, motherhood gives her a new kind of radiance, a softness that even the public can sense in the rare photos and clips that surface online. Fans often comment, "She looks happier than ever," and honestly it's true. Whenever she appears in public now, even for brief moments, her smile carries a different warmth, a serene happiness that only someone who is truly at peace can express. Lovely viewers, the couple has also begun receiving an outpouring of gifts from friends, family, and fans across the world. Hand-knitted blankets, personalized baby onesies, delicate baby shoes, and even heartfelt handwritten letters have filled their home. But one gift in particular stands out. A custom-made baby journal sent by one of Hye Kyo's longtime friends, encouraging her to document every moment of this journey, from the first kick to the first cry. And knowing how sentimental she is, you can bet she has already started writing in it, capturing memories that she will cherish forever. But let's talk about Minho for a moment, lovely viewers, because he is becoming that dad, the one who is as emotional as he is strong. We're told that he has been playing soft music around the house, believing that babies can hear and respond to soothing melodies. Some evenings, he even speaks gently to Hye Kyo's tummy, saying things like, "We can't wait to meet you," in that warm, velvety voice fans adore. And sometimes, when he thinks no one is looking, he simply stares at Hye Kyo with a look of complete admiration, as if realizing once again how lucky he is to have her. Lovely viewers, their love has entered a new depth during this journey. Pregnancy often brings challenges, fatigue, cravings, emotions, but Minho and Hye Kyo are handling it hand in hand, supporting each other with a grace that comes from true partnership. Whenever Hye Kyo feels tired, Minho steps in instantly, preparing warm foot baths, cooking her simple Korean soups, turning down the lights so she can rest, and even canceling or delaying appointments just to stay close. And when Minho feels the weight of responsibility, Hye Kyo reassures him with soft words, gentle hugs, and her unshakable belief in him as a father. Their bond, lovely viewers, is glowing brighter than it ever has. Even their close friends are saying that this pregnancy has brought them even closer, reminding them of the early days of their relationship when everything felt new and full of promise. And let's not forget how fans are reacting. Lovely viewers, you are part of this story too. Your love, comments, edits, fan-made videos, and heartfelt messages have created a global wave of warmth. Some fans are already imagining what the baby might look like, while others are joking that this child will be the most beautiful baby in South Korea. Fan artists have drawn adorable illustrations of the expanding family, while fan pages are buzzing with predictions about the baby's name. It's a worldwide celebration, and you can feel the joy just by reading through your own comment sections. Some have even started playful petitions saying, "We demand family photos once baby number 3 arrives." Whether joking or serious, it shows how invested everyone is in this beautiful love story. Lovely viewers, as the months move forward, something even more touching begins to happen. Minho and Hye Kyo start reflecting deeply on what it means to grow their family. They have spoken privately about wanting their children to grow up surrounded by kindness, grounded values, emotional understanding, and a deep sense of love. They've been researching schools, planning family traditions, and discussing ways to maintain balance despite their careers. One insider reveals that they want to create a home environment where their children feel safe enough to be themselves, free enough to dream, and supported enough to grow into compassionate adults. And now, with baby number 3 on the way, building that environment feels more important than ever. Lovely viewers, imagine this. Late at night, after the children have fallen asleep, Minho and Hye Kyo sit together in their balcony garden, holding warm cups of tea, talking softly about the future. The stars glitter above them, the night breeze gently rustles the plants around them, and for a moment, all the noise of the outside world fades away. It's just the two of them, partners, parents, lovers, dreaming about the new life that's about to join their world. They talk about names. They talk about hopes. They talk about gratitude. They talk about how surreal it feels that the universe has blessed them again. And sometimes they simply sit in comfortable silence, hands intertwined, hearts beating in sync. Lovely viewers, isn't it beautiful? This isn't just a celebrity announcement. This is love growing. This is a family blooming. This is destiny unfolding in the most heartwarming way. And trust me, there is still so much more ahead in this journey. If you want a deeper continuation, more emotional moments, or an extended chapter of their story, just let me know, lovely viewers. I'm right here to bring it to life for your channel. The story doesn't slow down. It grows richer, fuller, and more beautifully intertwined with every passing day. Their lives are unfolding like the soft pages of a love-filled diary. And you, lovely viewers, are right here walking through these moments with them. So let's dive even deeper into the warm, glowing continuation of this chapter. As the weeks move forward, something truly tender begins to blossom between Minho and Hye Kyo. Lovely viewers, imagine how their home transforms into a sanctuary of joy, softness, and anticipation. The smell of warm meals, the sound of children giggling, the gentle rustle of baby clothes being folded. Everything feels like a symphony of love preparing to welcome a new soul. Days turn into memories, memories turn into stories, and their hearts keep expanding in ways they never expected. Lovely viewers, one of the most heart-fluttering moments that insiders revealed was a simple but incredibly emotional evening. After putting their children to bed, Hye Kyo was sitting quietly in the living room, softly rubbing her belly, lost in thought. Minho walked in, carrying a small velvet pouch in his hand. He sat beside her, gaze tender, and pulled out a delicate bracelet with 3 tiny charms, one for each of their children, including baby number 3. He fastened it around her wrist with the gentlest touch, and then he whispered, "A reminder that our love grows with every heartbeat." Isn't that the kind of moment that makes your heart flutter, lovely viewers? It's simple, yet deeply meaningful. It reflects the quiet, steadfast love between them, the kind that doesn't need grand speeches to prove how real it is. But what makes this moment even sweeter is what happened next. Their eldest child, who must have heard murmurs in the living room, tiptoed out half asleep, clutching a blanket. When Minho scooped the child up, the little one murmured, "Appa, will the baby sleep next to me?" Minho smiled softly and kissed the child's forehead, promising that the baby would be close, loved, and safe. Lovely viewers, scenes like this are what make the anticipation of baby number 3 feel so magical. Not just for the couple, but for their little ones too. Their family is growing not just in number, but in affection, warmth, and shared dreams. And speaking of dreams, something else begins to happen as Hye Kyo's belly grows. Minho becomes even more protective than usual. Lovely viewers, imagine Minho insisting on carrying the heavier grocery bags, gently guiding her by the small of her back when they walk through crowds, and refusing to let her lift anything even slightly heavy at home. He becomes her shadow in the most loving way. One time, a close friend teased him, saying, "You act like she's made of glass," and Minho simply replied, "She's carrying our world." That one sentence alone is enough to make millions of fans swoon. Lovely viewers, the love this man has for his wife is the kind that softens even the toughest hearts. But what about Song Hye Kyo? What about how she's feeling as this journey continues? Insiders say she's glowing brighter than ever, not just physically but emotionally. She has found comfort in the little things, like feeling the tiny kicks inside her, watching her children touch her belly with excitement, and waking up to Minho gently covering her with a blanket when she falls asleep on the couch. She's cherishing the slowness of these moments, understanding that pregnancy isn't just a phase. It's a memory in the making. Lovely viewers, one particularly touching moment happened a few days ago. Hye Kyo was sitting by the window, the morning light framing her like a halo, when she felt the baby kick strongly for the first time. Her eyes widened, and instinctively, she grabbed Minho's hand. "Feel this," she whispered. When his palm felt the tiny movement beneath her skin, Minho froze, completely still, completely awestruck. And then, to everyone's surprise, his eyes welled up. He whispered, "That's our 3rd miracle." Lovely viewers, imagine Minho, our charismatic superstar, being moved to tears by something so intimate, so gentle, so full of life. It's moments like these that remind us that behind all the fame, the cameras, and the flashing lights, he is a father, a husband, and a man whose heart beats fiercely for his family.